So this one I didn't expect. Talk about sneaking up on you. I had no clue that this was coming. Literally no clue at all. And holy crap, it brought me right back to the videos, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But, man, I want this. So first off, let's cover the why in terms of why I haven't been around for a little while, because I did say that I was coming back and I was going to have videos every couple days, and you're getting somewhat used to me posting about a video every day or so, every 2 days. That's not done. I got another week with my kid, and quite frankly, anytime that I get a chance to have an unbroken week with my kid, that takes priority. 100%. I have a day job. I don't do YouTube for anything other than it basically being a hobby. This is something that I like to do. It's something that I'm into. And while I'm serious about growing the channel and reaching partnership and whatnot and seeing what that adds to me and what I can do, and maybe I can get something out of doing the YouTube, and then maybe that can pay for part of the collection and so on and so forth. Yes, I do have that goal in mind. I'd like to see the channel grow, and I think it has grown quite a bit, and I've put a lot of work and a lot of time into it. But when it comes right down to it, when everything's said and done, I have a day job. It's a serious, real job, and that's the job that I focus on. So that's very much like 10 hours of my day, and then I come home, and then if I have my kid, that's my day. So yes, I haven't been in here opening figures or anything like that. That's not something that I've been doing, but boy, do we have some stuff coming down the pipeline, because I got to open like the 1980s Catwoman and stuff like that, especially since that Batman's on the way. And we got to talk about a character that I'm going to be skipping. There's videos that are coming for sure, but I got an extra week on top of the 2-week vacation that I took with my kid. I got an extra week on top of that, and it's her summer break, and so that's what I decided to do. But something pulled me up here, because even though I got my priorities set in line, as I just said to you, I was shocked when last night, before I went to bed, literally right before I went to bed, this completely flew under the radar. I had no idea it was happening. I'd seen nobody talk about it or anything like that. It just blew me away. It just came out of nowhere. And I guess I haven't been super watching YouTube or anything, so maybe there's a reason for that. But like, I sit down, I pick up my phone, and I click on the first screen. It's like the Google homepage thing where it brings up all the news articles. And I scroll down and I look at a couple things. And at the very, very bottom, it says Motherboard Motu figure. And I said to myself, well, that's kind of cool. And at first I thought it was a statue because it looked big. And they were talking about it being like a foot or something like that when I kind of went in and like was scrolling through the article. I wanted to see a picture of the statue. Then I realized it wasn't a statue. It is a Masterverse. Huge figure. And we're going to look at it right now. So check this thing out. Look at this thing. Just that right there. And yeah, we are counting down. I would have missed this. Like, if I didn't just by chance open my phone and by chance find the article, there's no way I would have known this was happening. And I would have 100% not got this. This I want. This I want a lot. Like, a lot. This is something that I am definitely looking forward to. Let's click on it. Go in here and check this out. Now, this is 12 Days of Fandom. This is a thing that is currently going on in Mattel Creations in general. So we got, and this I didn't understand at all. This kind of shocked me when I went in here and I started looking at this, because like, we have a Muhammad Ali figure, which is a WWE Ultimate Edition. Like, what? Is WWE gonna start doing like boxing figures? Is that going to be a thing? Because if that's going to be a thing, there's a couple boxing figures I would most assuredly want. So that did kind of shock me. And then as I went down, I kind of saw a couple of things here and there. Like, that's funny. I think that's kind of funny, this Magikarp set and everything like that. That blows me away, though. Look at this Muhammad Ali. And I know this is not what we're here to look at, but, like, look at it. It's good. With the robe, the face, the likeness is pretty solid. That could be a little bit better if I'm going to critique hard and whatnot, but yeah. That I don't care. It's not that I'm not a Jurassic Park person. I love the original movie so much. I think it's one of my all-time favorite movies, but like, I don't care. That's kind of neat, but once again, I don't. Nah. I'm not putting a lot of money into something like that. It's not a big thing. These I don't really care about necessarily. This is kind of cool. I used to love these little minis, but I'm kind of out of them at this point. Of course, I can't say that I've ever been into this stuff, so no. I don't even know what that is. Panda Bear and whatnot. Sure. Ice people. This is little people, if I'm not mistaken. But still nothing that I care about. But this is where we're making our home. This is the thing I want to see. Let's explore that, because holy crap. Oh, good. This time we can actually just click the photos. Okay, first off, right there, it looks big. And I'm hoping she actually comes with like a stand, because I noticed that they've got her on a stand. And that makes me feel like she doesn't stand up on her own very well. So we're going to cross our fingers on that one and hope we actually get a stand to go with her. But she looks fantastic. Look at that. And I realize that paint op can change before it gets to me. But like, if it remains like this is fantastic. I like this creepy hand, the way it's kind of curved. I really like this. Is super good. Really like that. Oh, the back, there's like plugs and everything on her. Oh man, that's so crazy. Look at her size, man. Oh, I love that. I love that. So you can move these. These look like they'll be able to move and hold form or whatever. I don't think that's just the way that they are. I think this is some sort of like material, like wires or something like that, so it'll actually hold that shape. Holy crap. That wingspan is fantastic too. And I imagine it's a huge wingspan, by the way. From what I'm hearing, this figure's like a foot tall. Oh my God. 12 inches tall. This thing is 1 foot tall, 2 foot wide at maximum wingspan. Like, that is insanity. Holy crap. Does she come with the stand? I'm really curious about that. I really am. That looks like a fantastic box. Look at that. That is so good. Just wow. I love the way that opens up and everything to kind of reveal her in there. That's going to be so good. I'm curious if all that's going to be a really sharp background or like after you get her out of there. So she doesn't come with much. The wings I'll count as an accessory. The 2 hands. So there's 2 sets of hands here. And it looks like we're going to get that stand. That's good. I like it when a figure, especially something this big, comes with a stand. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. Inspired by Masters of the Universe Revelation, Motherboard is the new threat to Eternia. This Masterverse figure brings the mechanical winged woman bearing the sigil of the evil horde to life at 12 inches tall. This true form of Motherboard makes a dramatic statement with multi-feature wings. Expands 24 inches wide. It's a great gift and a must-have for fans. A great gift. I guess I won't argue with that, to be fair. Wow. Comes with Masterverse Motherboard action figure. Largest ever Masterverse figure. Yeah, that's easily true. Highly detailed sculpting and deco. Soft goods cape. Printed graphics. Oh, it has printed graphics on the cape? That's going to be cool. So the cape is a separate part from the wings even. That's sick. See, wings, cape, collar, and cables are connected to a removable back peg. Features 30 points articulation. Includes swappable hands. Packaging inspired by the scene in which Screech transforms into Motherboard. I want to talk about that for a second. And package 8.2, 13.58. Fantastic. Includes display stand. Yep, good. With etched techno details. Other figures are, of course, not included. Colors and decorations may vary. And now I can't help but wonder... I bought... let me find them real quick. So I bought these two. And I bought them so I could convert them into their classic modes. Because that's how I wanted them. Now I can't help but wonder if I'm going to be buying another set of these so that I can display these guys in their cult gear with her. Because that's just fantastic. And then, of course, other stuff down there. Oh, man, this is cool. So you've heard me talk about this multiple times. I loved Revelation. Because as far as I'm concerned, Revelation is about revelations. The entire series, from start to finish. Literally, so many things, like... things that we want to happen. We want Teela and Adam to get together, right? But you can't form a relationship on lies. You can't do it. It was important to reveal the fact that for years she had been led astray by her best friend, that she was kept out of a secret, and you can't put those two together. You can't put her with He-Man and then have Adam be her boyfriend, not boyfriend. It doesn't work. This whole dual identity thing, it's a lie. In a relationship that starts on the basis of lies, whether it's to protect a person or not, it's lies. It won't work. The revelation is to bring that forward, deal with the revelation, and allow them to get together. The revelation about other lies that were told in the mythology and things like that, or the revelation of how we're going to fix certain storylines, like actually making Man-at-Arms and the Sorceress be a couple that had to go apart because she had a duty to perform and he had a duty to perform, and then he took the kid. Like, that's a very interesting revelation. It makes him the actual father, not an adoptive father. An adoptive father. But, like, I don't know how necessarily I sit with that one, because I do like the fact that he adopted Teela, and I liked that originally. But it's something that I'm willing to deal with for the new continuity, just to see where the story wants to take me, because I really liked Revelations. It's the revelation that Adam is unlike other heroes before him. He chooses to be Adam, not to be the hero character. He sees himself as having value, even if he has diminished his character by playing the hero and allowing himself to take the blame for certain things and look like a fool. He crapped on his own reputation, but he sees himself as having worth, and that's fantastic. I love that. I also love the revelation about allowing the father to see through the lies as well and finally respect his son, and we can move forward from that point. I love the revelation of watching Orko come to terms with why he's acted the way that he's acted for all of these years, and all the pain that he's carried with him for years and years and years, and what it meant for him to become what he is, what he was always meant to be, and the things that held him back from being that thing. All the self-doubt and the troubles that he dealt with. And I love the revelation that Evelyn is not just some evil character. She has depth and is a person, and there's a lot of things going on in that head up there, and how we perceive the world and how the world feeds back on us can sometimes determine the kind of person that we're going to be. And in the end, it's who we choose to be. Even those hardships aside, it's who we choose to be that will determine us as a person in the long run. It's the revelation that Grayskull is not just Adam's. Grayskull is his own person altogether. He's not Adam's long relative, ancient thing like that. He's not his ancestor anymore. He's not just a different big He-Man. That's fantastic because it takes away the whole destiny idea, and it makes it that Adam is a hero for a reason. And not just bloodline, Adam himself was worthy because of who Adam is, not because his family passed down lineage and because his ancestral blood. No, I like that they expand the universe because Motu is so much bigger than the box that we put it in. We put it in this tiny little box, and Motu is so much bigger than that tiny box. Motu is so much bigger. And if we allow it to be bigger, there's a million stories that could be told. As I said in a prior video, the best thing for Star Wars right now, the best thing that Star Wars could do for itself is leave Luke Skywalker. There's an entire universe of storytelling to tell. Just like with Conan the Barbarian, we can tell stories about Cole, we can tell stories about Red Sonja, we can tell stories about Valeria, we can tell stories about Billette, we can tell stories about Conan the Barbarian, we can tell stories about Hyboria in general, because all of this stuff, the universe, the expanded universe of what we're living in is what's really important. It's what's expansive. It's what allows everything to exist and everything to be important and have bigger meaning than Skeletor and He-Man. I liked that series, but let's be honest. Part of the best times that series shined is when they removed He-Man and they let some other characters do stuff. Only for the characters to always inevitably fail and always inevitably need He-Man. That's, at least for me, that's boring, because Motu is so much bigger than that. And when He-Man throws Skeletor and says, it's not about us, and throws him, get out of here, it's about this. All of this is what it's about. For me, that brought Revelation to life. It's also the revelation that if these birds carry the significant meaning they do in Masters of the Universe, in Eternia, then the fact that one bird becomes the sorceress, to see that there was something hiding in the other bird for all these years, something that has some sort of tie to the Horde, possibly their sorceress of sorts, and that while it was serving Skeletor for many years, it was probably never on his side. Oh, the implications of what that could bring, of what it opens up, of what it allows us to do is just shocking. I loved when they revealed this. I loved the revelation, if you will. And I want this. This is one I cannot pass up. First off, because I am trying to complete the entire run of Masterverse figures. But second, because to me, Revelation is the best thing to happen to He-Man, bar none. Bar none. It expands and opens the universe in a way that He-Man has needed for many years, and will allow not He-Man, but Masters of the Universe to now take center stage and run with it. And look, I'm telling you, if they did this right, we could have entire episodes that don't have to be He-Man punches Skeletor. Let's get past that. Let's get past that. I want to see full episodes with Fisto. Just him. Give me the backstory. Give me the bromance of who Fisto's best friend is or something like that. And let that go on an entire thing. Just one. I just need one episode, but I need it. I need things to stand their own, be their own thing, and expand storylines in each area so that all the characters matter and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Why not? This is one of the greatest universes ever conceived in fandom history. It can do almost literally anything and make it work. It's swords, sorcery, technology, it's barbarian technofantasy, and it is one of the greatest things ever created, with one of the largest and most expansive, imaginative ideas ever conceived. And we put it in a box. This little box. We were like, hey, here's a box. Get in that box. Get in there. Get in this box. This is the universe that we see. It's just got some Skeletor in there, and we look in it, and we're like, hey, man, Skeletor's cool. And it's got some He-Man in there, and Skeletor fights the He-Man, and it's cool. But think about all the stuff that happened in that original series. Think about all the places they visited, all the history they talked about, all the stuff that was hidden in the backgrounds that we never expanded on. All open territory if we just let the world open up. Open the box. This figure is one of the things that opens the box. I love this. I want this. This is awesome. But, hey, maybe I'm wrong. In your opinion, I could very well be wrong, because my collection should not really say anything about you, and your collection should not really say anything about me. Truth of the matter is that every single thing on that shelf says something about me specifically, my collection, and this is the reason I collect it, and I'm just letting you guys in on it. That's really what this channel bleeds down to, is that Fandom with ReploidBill is a personal trip through my personal fandom, and I just happen to record it and talk fandom. That's really the truth of the matter. And whatever your collection says about you, that's fine. And if Revelation did not speak to you, if you hated it, that's fine. Move on your way. In fact, I'm more than okay with that, because you're one less person that could buy this before I get to it. It's just the truth of it. Anyways, guys, I am legit excited about this. I hope you guys are too. Now I've had a chance to talk about it, and I'm going back to the rest of my week, so I will probably be back here. If not Friday, I'll have a video up at least by Monday, something like that. So we'll see later on, guys.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.